What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Movie Defender podcast trailer reaction for Top Gun Maverick. I am Scott. Donald, say hello.
Hello.
Hello. We are 100% of the Movie Defender podcast. If you have never checked out our podcast or know anything about it, there will be a link in the description. And if you click on it, it will take you to every place that you can listen to our show and engage with us in social media across the internet. Our podcast, we hope, is a little different than most. We typically don't try to just tear everything down and act like we know everything about every movie ever made. If you want someone to throw shade at a movie, you can find that all over YouTube all you want. If we don't like a movie, we typically don't try to review it because there's plenty of people throwing shade out there. So we typically have positive movie reviews for the movies that you like. So if you like movies and you like movies about pop culture movies, things like that, if you like them and you're tired of all the venom on the internet, check out our podcast because we definitely try to do things differently. So Donald, Top Gun. I don't know, how many times did you see this growing up? I'm up to 400 probably.
Yeah, this was one, for whatever reason I missed it in the theater, but on VHS
we
constantly.
Were slightly young. Like it was only PG, but my parents wouldn't take me either. But
right.
I don't know the Kelly McGillis scene. Ooh.
That, and it was a quote unquote war movie, you know, so it's, I don't know.
That's true. But one of the most highly quoted movies in our life, probably.
Oh yeah. It's that. I think the year it came out, it was that and Short Circuit were kind of the neck and neck for quotability. Oh at least on our playground. But anyway.
Oh my God! Yeah, right. All right. Well, I tell you what. Let's at least get our first reaction in, and then if we want to watch it a second time, we will. Does that sound like a plan?
Sounds good.
I'm so ready for this. I am so ready for this. So let's get over. All right, man. When you are ready, let me know.
Ready.
And
Call
we
it.
will hit it. All right. All right. 3, 2, 1, hit it.
Whoa!
And that was just the preview.
Oh gosh.
The music already.
Sound.
Your instructor is one of the finest pilots this program has ever produced. His exploits are legendary.
Oh my God.
What he has to teach you may very well mean the difference between life and death.
Oh my God. Oh, you'll hit the brakes and fly right by!
Your reputation precedes you.
I have to admit, I wasn't expecting an invitation back.
They're called orders, Maverick.
Nostalgia boner. Oh. There's that shot.
Good morning, aviators.
Oh, that drop.
This is your captain speaking. Today's exercise is dogfighting.
2 versus 1? Hey, he's got to be kidding.
Whoa! Uh-oh. Oh. Whoa!
Whoa, that was
Are
close.
you kidding me? That's amazing.
I want some butts. Wow. That was awesome.
Oh my God, that is so good. Okay, so you go first.
Yeah, clearly they've got some stuff that are, repeat. Repeat's not even the right word. It's just it definitely kicks in nostalgia and is highly reminiscent in a favorable way of the original. So it's what I would expect out of a Top Gun sequel. So no problem there. I think it's amazing that we're seeing, somebody that, some younger pilots, one that looks quite a bit like Goose, one that looks quite a bit like Maverick, and Iceman and all that. So, man, the flying scenes that we saw, you talked about how, Tom Cruise had talked about how they went above and beyond as far as filming the flying
they did it
scenes.
Yeah, this cockpit shots, those actors are in the cockpits.
Yeah, so like when you see him pulling the, doing this crazy corkscrew high G sort of thing, he's actually doing it.
Yep.
And whether he's the one actually flying it or is just in the back seat, it doesn't matter.
He's actually in the front seat of a 2-seat Hornet, and I think they're CG. They're 2-seat and single-seat Hornets, as I understand it. I am no expert, but I imagine they're just CGIing out the actual pilot in the back, and they put a dummy stick in front of him. You know what? That's 800 times more than they had in '86. So I don't care.
Oh, absolutely, and the alternative to this. To doing that would be to CG the entire thing, which just would not look. It wouldn't feel right, one way or another, right?
What did he say? This was a love letter to aviation for him. I think that's how he put it.
Absolutely.
I was about to say it in the center. I would see this for that footage in an IMAX theater with no plot. Like if you're just like, hey, fly along with Navy pilots, come see this in IMAX, I would be in. But then you add this and the plot and the nostalgia and the music and oh my God, I'm really interested to find out who's going to do the soundtrack or who's doing the score, and if they're going to completely rip off, that Top Gun theme better be laced throughout. If we don't hear You've Lost That Love and Feeling, I'm going to get angry. Like I really do. It's funny. Some reboots or sequels, I don't want to see a lot of the original. I want to see way new stuff. This, I'm almost like, I kind of want to see a lot of old stuff. I don't know how to put that, right? I
want to see light touches. Like I think that it can be, a lot of the light touches. Like, they're not singing "You've Lost That Love and Feeling" in the bar, for example, but it's playing, and then they do something else where they're dancing or something else to some other song, and I think it'd be fine. So,
man, I tell you what, that's just badass. Do you want to run through it one more time? We can talk a little more.
Yes.
Yeah, let's just run through it one more fucking time. This is gonna be great. All right. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, hit it.
Have the sound turned just up, just enough.
God. This is so gosh. Thank you.
Your instructor is one of the finest pilots this program has ever produced.
That's so good. And that's a real shot. That's not bullshit.
What an amazing shot.
That's so beautiful. Oh, my dad would have just eaten this up.
Are legendary. What he has to teach you may very well mean the difference between life and death.
You damn right.
Oh. It's just beautiful.
Your reputation precedes you.
I have to admit, I wasn't expecting an invitation back.
They're called orders, Maverick.
We didn't invite you. That's beautiful. That shot right there to time that. While it's landing with the copter going overhead. That jet fuel's expensive, yo.
Good morning, aviators. This is your captain speaking. Today's exercise is dogfighting.
2 versus 1. He's got to be.
This is amazing when he cuts between them. Right here. Woo! Oh, he's got a P-51 Mustang. Someone hired the Blue Angels. Oh. That's amazing. Oh my God. I wonder what this test jet is.
Yeah. It's
This is
something
Maverick
experimental,
requesting a
isn't
flyby. Oh my God, man. So I'm okay. I'm sold. I'm in. I can't. I don't care if this thing has the plot as thin as a piece of paper. I'm in. Really? I don't know how to say that. I just don't care.
That's fair. I mean, you're the guy growing up who I think for a time, for a good chunk of time, Top Gun was by far your favorite movie out there.
It was behind the Star Wars, but yeah.
It didn't seem like it for as much as you talked about it and quoted
it was the first, and I've said it before, but this was the one my dad and I this was my first movie I watched. Dad wanted to watch it anytime it was on, and he wasn't part of that world with me until this. Like, there were a few, I can count them, like Vacation, Ferris Bueller, Top Gun. I know the ones he liked that we liked together, but this one was the one where like we both had the same reaction, and he taught me that the proper way to test a new surround sound system is to crank the opening credits to Top Gun, and if it can handle it, you got a good system. So
that's right.
That has always been my benchmark. Oh man, that's fun. Any closing thoughts, sir?
Love it, man. The fact that I get adrenaline rushes just from a trailer means a lot. I think we're gonna have a good one here.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be the first time. I mean, there have been moments. I think this is gonna be the first time in the theater. I'm really gonna miss having my dad next. Like, this would have been it, man. This would have been his jam, like all over the place. And here's the thing: I think we can tell you what the plot is. Drones do everything. They got to do a mission drones can't do. They got to train pilots in a way they don't do anymore. Someone's going to die in a training maneuver. You kind of saw that. There was an engine flame out and someone started to go down. Like, I think they're going to hit the familiar beats. And so half the critics are going to say they're just repeating everything and they're being lazy. And the other half are going to go, what's wrong with having a good time at the movies? This is a good time at the movies. That seems to be it. I mean, I could be way off, but
I think that's a pretty good summary there. Yeah. So we can leave it at that. It's pretty good.
All right. Well, we'll get out of here, guys. Check out the link in the description. Check out our podcast. If you like this, we've got a lot of movie reviews we've done, and we play the scenes from the films, even if they're in the theater. We have a good time. We've got contacts, interviews with Industrial Light and Magic. We got a lot of stuff coming up for Rise of Skywalker, so check that out, and we'll catch you next time. Peace out.
Bye.